I had to drop this video because it's getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous. People need help in this game, okay? So I didn't want to drop this video because, you know, I could have been just competitive and like, man, nah, I'm gonna let these people, you know, do what they gotta do. But nah, I'm gonna help you guys not only know what you need to know for rank to get better, but also how to do it in a simpler way compared to what other YouTubers probably told you how. Simpler way how to do it so that y'all can be successful. Even what the goddamn #1 ranked player in the world does right now. What's his name? San Mexican, whatever. Even what he does online rank, that will help you be great at the game, okay? First thing we'll talk about is high guard and low guard. I cannot stress this enough. How many times people will use like the same high or low smash attack inside rank? Like people will keep using the low sweep move, and literally people just sit there and keep getting their guard broken while the person's not changing their fighting style up at all. Like literally you will see them keep doing a low sweep and people are not holding down on their goddamn analog to block it. So please pay attention to your opponent when they're doing said thing when it comes to trying to kick you in the air for a combo or low sweep you. Pay attention to that because you're gonna throw them off guard. Please download your opponent when you see they doing something a lot. Second thing is guard crash, okay? All you gotta do is just hold a freaking smash attack in the middle of a combo that will break their guard. But the thing I don't like about this is while you charging it up, your opponent can easily counter, right? But breaking your opponent guard gives you advantage because it takes their key bar away. Make sure you pay attention to your opponent key bar. Someone just blocking non-stop, you can keep breaking their guard to the point they run out of stamina. And when they run out of stamina, it just free eats. You can literally charge up, do a little dance on them, taunt on them if you wanted to. They still can't do nothing. It don't matter if you punching them or nothing. It don't go up quicker. You literally just free real estate. So make sure you pay attention to breaking your opponent guard. Make sure you're paying attention to the actual key gauge. Another cheeky way to take advantage of your opponent is most people don't know how to perfect finish in this game yet. So when you break their guard this low, purposely do an attack, a special move that's a fighting, they're gonna purposely guard it because that's the only way they know how to dodge it. When they guard and break their guard, they out of stamina. So really take advantage of the stamina system in this game. You see your opponent low on key, purposely throw out a fighting super attack at them. They gon' block it. If they're a good player, they'll banish. But keep them on their toes. They most likely gonna block it, break their guard, and that's free real estate. Easy ultimate, easy kill, easy combo. They out of there. They out of there. Alright, now we got the easy crap out the way. Perception. This is like one of the most brain dead mechanics to add in the game, but I'll leave that for another video. Okay, my dislikes about this game, I'll leave that for a whole different video. Issues with this game, I should say, not dislike. I love the game, but issues with this game. But perception in this game is so Winnie Hut Jr., I swear. In the old game, you couldn't just sit here and hold circle to counter. In the old game, it was you had to actually time a goddamn counter. You would do the counter stance and your character would be up for like 1 or 2 seconds in the counter stance at that exact moment. And if you didn't do it at the right time in the old game, you get punished because your character couldn't do anything when they in this stance. Meaning your opponent can easily do a super attack and like really hold you, right? This game, you can literally sit here and hold circle all day to just hold your opponent. It uses key, but it, like I said, it's just free. It's just free real estate. Okay. Super perception. It's just holding the guard button. Still, you know. Super perception is just you blocking a smash attack or a heavy attack at the it's just blocking you, okay? It's not doing it at the perfect timing. It's just whenever they do it. So if they're doing a whole square attack or they're doing a charge triangle attack in the middle of a combo, if you hold circle, you would freaking counter it. You don't have to perfectly time it. You would just counter it. High speed invasion is just old Tenkaichi way of perfect dodging when someone hits you. That's all it is. This is gonna be what you really need to know when you're inside online. This is something that I see a lot of people online don't do at all, and it's probably one of the main important functions in this game, which is the super counter, because it uses none of your resources at all. Another important thing you need to learn in this game is the sway mechanic. When your character is glowing white doing a sway mechanic, you're invincible. It's literally iframes. So you want to be able to know when to use it in this game. This is going to be important while you're in the middle of a combo, when you actually find someone that's like on your level or good. You need to be able to do a high speed rush movement to get behind them. It's just punching, then pressing R1 in whatever direction you want to teleport in. This is going to be really good because back attacks are going to be very important in this game because of how easy it is to counter people. So you want to be able to teleport and start being able to punch their back in. Last but not least, you need to know how to do a perfect smash attack. When your character glow and teleport and punch them. Your opponent really can't counter that unless they as long as they like press R1 at the right time to vanish. They really can't do anything to counter that because you're attacking them in the back. So try to learn how to get a perfect smash attack and you'll be golden, I promise you. Alright, now that I did a quick rundown of what you need to know, I'm finna explain how you do them and the easier way to do them so you're not struggling. These are the skills you need to know in order to be good at ranked and make your life a lot easier and make you as good as the #1 ranked player in Sparking Zero right now, okay? I ain't trying to sound messed up, but I'm gonna be honest, guys. He's not nothing special right now, okay? He's not nothing special. He using Gogeta Super Saiyan 4. If you use any fusion online, bro, or any of the high tier characters like Beerus or Master Ocean Instinct, Goku and stuff, I'm gonna be honest with you. You're kind of sorry. You're kind of sorry. You do more damage. You got more health. You're kind of sorry, but I digress. You can still beat them with regular characters like, you know, Hit and like Super Saiyan Goku and all that type of stuff. You can still beat them. It's just you gotta work harder than them. You gotta work a lot harder than them, okay? But first thing we're gonna talk about is perception. Perception is probably the easiest thing in this game. Let me set Vegeta up for it. Perception, easiest thing in the game. All you gotta do is just hold circle and your character will counter. Literally. Just that's all you gotta do. It uses key, so I don't recommend you just having it up all day, but you can do that. That's the easiest way to do it. If you really don't know when it's gonna come, you can just hold circle. If you don't want to waste your key, you can literally just spam circle non-stop. Okay? I'm pretty sure you've seen people online doing this. Okay? I'm pretty sure you've seen them doing this, waiting for you to attack them. And it works, okay? It works. So if you're having a hard time on timing when your opponent hits you, just mash circle, and I promise you, you will catch them off guard. Just mash circle. Like I said, you done seen plenty of people online done mash buttons like that. Damn, Vegeta, get me out the goddamn house, bro. If you're having trouble countering, you can just hold it and use your key bar, but you can also tap it so you don't waste too much of it. But that's why you see a lot of people online doing it, like the twitching with their opponent, with their character.
Oh, he's just mashing it actually. He actually doesn't have the timing at all. He was just mashing R1.
Because of that, okay? They're not good at the game like you think they are, and they countering everything. They just they spamming it. You can do it too. That's what I kind of dislike about this game. You can really spam your way and make you seem like you're really good when it comes to countering, but it's really just spamming, okay? If you also want to keep your guard up while you're doing it, just hold R1 and just keep spamming circle while you're guarding. And you'll probably accidentally trigger a goddamn Sonic Sway while doing that. I promise you. Opponent beating up on you, just mash circle, and that's Sonic Sway. Literally. So you ever fight someone, they just Sonic Sway and everything, it's because they holding the guard button and they just tapping circle. That's all they're doing. They just holding their guard and mashing circle. Or whatever control scheme you got. Whatever control scheme you got when it comes to guarding, hold that button and then just mash your counter button. and literally you assign it away every single time. People are not here, they're not timing it perfectly, they just mashing circle when someone beating up on them and you know, getting away with it, right? That's all they're doing, okay? They're not good at the game. I'm just letting you know that. That's why it's too easy. This game is very casual, okay? It's very casual. Stop thinking this game is hard. People that saying there's too many mechanics. It's not. It's super easy. You can mash circle to goddamn counter anybody if you wanted to. You can mash it. Perfect time it doesn't matter, okay? Freaking block, mash circle. Now, I don't recommend mashing it your entire life, okay? Try to learn the actual hit impacts of when a character beating up on you so that you can get away with counters and stuff quicker, so you can really throw your opponent off guard with their timing. But if you're not used to that yet, you literally can spam it. That's what people are doing online, okay? So that's the easy way to do it. Spam the button. Guard, spam circle. You will do a Sonic Sway, okay? It's not hard. I don't know why people make it sound it's hard. It's not hard. Opponent beating up on you, spam circle, okay? It's brain dead. Same thing can happen when it comes to the vanishes. The one thing I want to let you guys know, keep this in mind. When it comes to super perception, I told you guys, super perception only kicks in when you counter. It's a normal counter, but it only kicks in when your opponent do a smash attack, right? Vegeta do it. I'm holding circle, super perception. There's no perfect timing, right? The only difference is it only kicks in when your opponent do a smash attack. But if you have 0 key stocks and your opponent do a smash attack, you cannot do anything to counter it. You're gonna get your butt beat up. Okay? You will get your butt beat up if you try to freaking counter your opponent when they're doing a charge triangle combo or a whole square combo. If you try to do one of these, or they do one of these, you're gonna get your butt beat up because you have no skill stocks. You can only counter those when you have a skill stock. You use one skill stock when you're doing that. But there's no perfect timing thing. You just hold the circle button to counter. That's all you do, okay? I don't know why people make it sound like it's deeper than what it is. Oh, you gotta do the perfect timing. No, you don't. You just hold the counter button. There's no perfect timing, okay? So countering is like the most simplest defense mechanism in this game, okay? Now if I show you how to deflect key blasts. It's pretty simple. Someone do a blast at you, and all you do is just hold circle. Again, there's no perfect timing. You just hold it. You just hold the counter button, and you deflect it. But it uses 2 of your skill stocks. If you notice on the left side, I lost 2 skill stocks. You have to have 2 skill stocks in order to counter a blast. This does not work on energy blast, energy volleys, blasts, supers, whatever. This does not work on freaking super explosive waves. This does not work on ultimate moves. This only work on beams, okay? So Galley Gun, Kamehameha, it only works on beams. I repeat, it only works on beams. When you counter someone's blast, you see you got the buff that you charge up quicker. You charge up quicker because you deflect their blast. You see how fast it's going up? It goes up super fast. So if you feel like it's worth it, then do it. Me personally, I just feel like it's too much resources to waste 2 goddamn skill stocks just to be able to charge up quicker. I don't know if it's worth it. If you wondering why he ain't deflecting it, if you're on the ground, he disintegrated. If you're in the air, he deflects it. That's how it works. I want him to hit me. I want to show you guys too. It only works if you got 2 skill gauges. Did you hear him do it? If I do it right now, I get hit. But if I do it, see, I deflected. I was in the air because I had 2 skill gauges, and I charge it faster after doing that. If you're too close to your opponent and you know you don't have time to, if you're not confident on disappearing with R1, you don't want to risk it, then yeah, countering will be the best decision when you're that close up. Countering be your best decision. Now, if you think you're that guy and you can teleport on the fly, then teleporting is the better option compared to actually using some skill slots to deflect it, unless you really want that charge up buff. Now, vanishing, probably the best attack in the game. You can vanish smash attacks, hold square charge attacks, blasts. You can dodge freaking melee supers, whatever. Like you can dodge whenever. Okay, it doesn't matter if they knock you back. You can dodge whenever, as long as your timing is right. The window for dodging this game is way bigger compared to the other games. The other games, you had to be like pinpoint accurate. This game, they give you a very wide opening when it comes to dodging. It's very simple as long as you're paying attention and locked in. Most of the time, you like in mid-range, all you gotta do is just press the dodge button at the exact moment the animation ends. That's the tactic I can give you. If someone try to hit you with a point blank blast, just dodge right after their animation is done. That's the best tip I can give you right now. That's like amazing tip. Okay? Pause. Amazing tip though. Just press the dodge button the moment the animation is done. Don't try to wait till you see the blast. The moment the animation done, press that dodge button. I just did this without even looking. Y'all don't even know. I did this without even looking. I'm looking at the camera and my camera not even on. Okay? Now, this goes for everything. If Vegeta send me flying, Vegeta, do it, bro. You're embarrassing me. And the good thing about vanishes in this game too, it uses no key. Unless y'all having a competition on trying to send each other flying, it uses no key. So it's literally like so much good when it comes to resources. It's easy to dodge to freaking physical supers as well, not just blasts. The moment they finna get close, not when they close, finna get close, you press the dodge button, okay? Again, that's the best way I can explain it. Because, yeah, that's the best way I explain it. Vegeta not spamming it enough for me. He to be spamming his little Gallic gun. Just right before he finna touch you when it comes to physical supers. My advice is still hold the guard button right after you vanish. Just in case you did miss the timing, your character may still block it. In this game, I done seen a bug where it's like, even though people getting sent flying like this, they still able to block the attack for some reason. I don't know if that's a bug or that was intended, but I done seen people flying before and they did not vanish and they still was able to block the... They still was able to block. I'm too many goddamn perfect vanishes. If you hold the block button, you see he just sent me flying. If you're not confident disappearing, you can literally just hold the block button and you won't get hit by the blast. Why the game is set up like that, I have no idea. You would think the person would get punished for not being able to actually... I won't let them hit me again. I'm trying to wait for you to do Gallic Gun. You would think the game would punish you for not being able to perfect vanish while getting sent flying, but the game just don't work like that for some reason. See, I was holding the guard button. Literally was holding it and I blocked it. Even though he sent me flying, Goku blocked it and didn't take the full damage like he was supposed to. I'm holding the block button. Goku blocked it. So, if you're not confident in vanishing, don't worry. If someone sees you flying and they use a blast, just hold the block button and your character will block it. Again, I don't know why the game is designed like that. It's stupid in my opinion, but it is what it is. That's why I say this game is very casual and it's very hard to actually punish somebody in this game. Another thing is purposely doing physical attacks more than beams. There are a lot of physical moves in this game that do way more damage than beams themselves anyway. So, yeah, it's all about, in this game, it's all about ruining your goddamn opponent rhythm so that they can't counter. Again, it's too free in this game. You can't really get punished in this game a lot. So the only thing you gotta do is really just throw your opponent off their toes if they not clutching up. So your best friend is really hitting people while they're on the ground, if I'm be honest. That's your best bet. Sending someone flying and then doing a blast is not setting yourself up for success anymore like it was in the old BT3 games, right? Your best bet is now relying off actual physical supers. Forcing your opponent to have to learn how to press it at the right time to actually not take the damage. If you're doing a blast, your opponent can easily hold the guard button and they'll block it, or they can just banish it. So your physical supers are the best thing to do now when you knock people away, not actual blasts now. Unless It's an ultimate attack that can't be blocked. The next broken high tier skill in the game is the Z counter. I believe that's what they call it in this game, right? What do they call it in this game? Super counter in this game. Super counter is when your opponent beating up on you, you press the analog up and the square button at the exact same time to counter them. It uses no resources and it sends your opponent flying, give you time to charge up and do whatever you want to do, right? You can even follow it up with a Dragon Rush. That was a super counter. Okay, sends them flying, give you time to charge up if you want it. You can follow it up with a Dragon Rush. Like I said, you can follow it up with a Dragon Rush. You know, you can do a lot of follow up from that. Now the trainer says tap up to do it. You don't have to tap up. You can do left, right, down. It's up to you. Okay, you don't have to press up to do a freaking super counter. It can be left, right, down, whatever more custom to you for the perfect timing. Again, just like the mashing circle, you can mash the goddamn Z counter thing as well. You just gotta make sure you're doing it simultaneously with the square button for it to actually trigger, which is kind of hard when you're trying to do the exact same timing for two buttons. Kind of hard, right? So I don't recommend mashing on this one. I don't recommend it. I recommend actually trying to learn timing of things to actually super counter. But this is the best counter in the game, right alongside vanishing, because literally you literally waste no resources. And the unique thing about super counter in this game too, it works even when someone hitting you in the back. You can also do it when someone attacking you in the back. You can do it when someone dragon rushing you. You don't have to press R1 if you don't want to. You can basically super counter whenever. It uses no resources. Even someone attacking you in the back, you can do it. It's really the best technique in the game, right? So learn the vanish and learn the super counter, and you will interrupt your opponent from doing anything. I know some people was wondering online, well, how do I stop someone from doing that infinite combo when they max power? Listen, it's easy. Just freaking do a super counter. If you super counter, they can't keep beating up on your face non-stop. Just super counter, okay? Or if you afraid of not being able to super counter, just revenge counter. It takes 2 stocks, but it's better than them beating up on you. You feel me? If someone ever beating up on you for infinite combo, just do your revenge counter. It will stop them in their tracks. Literally, they just gotta hold it. Okay, so and why they beating up on your skill stock goes up while you're taking damage. It goes up quicker. So if they're doing an infinite combo on you while they max charge key, just use your goddamn revenge counter. Use the 2 stocks to get them off of you. And when they hyper aggressive like that, the most you got to do after you revenge counter, just hold circle and counter them again. A lot of people get too aggressive when they're freaking in their freaking max key crap. Okay, so you can easily just hold circle and counter them, and they're gonna get frustrated. Okay, they're not gonna think about, oh, let me change my game plan up. So easy way to counter people that hold circle, by the way, is just grab them. Grabs are in the game. Just grab the person if they holding their counter up all day. You cannot counter a grab. You gotta take the grab. So you basically skill checking them. Okay. Again, even if they're attacking your back, it doesn't matter. So make sure you learn this. Just as important as vanish. Make sure you learn this. Make sure you learn that ish. Okay. And I had some people wondering, how do you recover quick? I don't know why. Just mash the goddamn guard button and you recover. Just mash it. That's how you recover, instead of just getting sent flying and wondering why you can't get up. So whatever your guard button is, that's what you will use. Literally, even just mash up and X for that one when it comes to running back at your opponent, and you can send them flying. Because if you're doing a whole charge square attack, you got goddamn super armor. They ain't ready for it. Okay, they're not ready for it. So those 2 ways to recover. You can mash the guard button to recover, or you can mash X up to recover if you're trying to dash back at them and send them flying. I'm not gonna go into combos. I feel like you can just go in battle trainer and learn the combos they teach you. So I'm not gonna go into that, you know. What I will say though is this game is very forgiving. I repeat, very forgiving when it comes to if a person getting beat up. So forgiving, never give up when you getting beat up on the ground or while you shooting a beam. Keep your poise about you. You can be shooting a beam, and still be able to tech someone if they try to grab you while you're still in the beam animation. You're still able to tech it. If you're on the ground and someone trying to hit you or something, you can still vanish it. You can even tech it. If someone try to beat up on you, you can still tech on the ground. You can revenge counter whenever you can revenge counter. If you're lying on the ground, you can freaking tech as well with a super with a Z counter or a super counter, whatever you call it in this game. So never give up on your defenses. You can really throw your opponent off guard. Now, not only did I tell y'all this so that people get better online, so it's actually worth actually fighting in there, because right now there's people spamming supers and not knowing how to fight actually. I also taught y'all this because these are the techniques on how you keep your skill slot gauges. Skill slot gauges in this game compared to the old Tenkaichi game are broken because skill gauges go up very quick. So while getting beat up, your skill gauge go up, and the abilities people have with their skill gauge is broken. You got people that can go full max power because their skill gauge is buffing up the damage of it as well. You got people that can use wild sense so that they're able to just teleport and know someone hit you. You want to be able to keep these resources so you can do broken things in the middle of the match instead of wasting your resources on revenge counters all day and wasting your key on holding the counter button and stuff all day. Vanishing uses no key. Super counter use no goddamn skill slots like revenge counter. The Sonic Sway takes your opponent key away. Like, these are important things you want to learn so you can keep your resources, because when you're doing high ranked matches with someone that actually does know how to fight, you will not get enough time to be over here trying to charge up. They're going to capitalize on it. They're going to capitalize on you being stuck in the animation pose. When you get stuck in this animation pose right here, you can still get hit by a blast. So while you're in that pose, they're going to throw a random blast at you and hit you. So you got to really be on your toes. You got to be on your toes, okay? Now, you can probably vanish when they do that blast, but I digress, right? The main way you're going to get max power in this game, unless you really send your opponent flying and throw them off guard, is by using a goddamn skill like Now I'm Angry to get max power. That's going to be your cleanest way to get your key to max power. It's not going to be trying to charge up. So it's going to be very important trying to actually save your skill points to do what you're trying to do. That's why I'm saying this. Instead of spamming revenge counter all day and using super perception, using a skill gauge, a skill slot to counter them. Start using your Z counters. Start using your vanishes. That will help you keep your resources so you can use super attacks on your opponent. If you're over here holding counter all day, you're wasting your goddamn key, so you can't use a super attack after you send your opponent flying. If you're freaking using your skill gauge all day, you over here use a revenge counter all the time to counter, then you won't be able to use your actual skills on your character that make you broken. So learn these techs. You want to be able to attack your opponent from the back so that they can't be over there doing the little spam and crap all day. So make sure y'all utilizing y'all little dashing and stuff. And remember, even when an opponent trying to fight you close up, when your opponent when you flash white like this, you're invincible. So make sure you're utilizing this, and make sure you're utilizing the vanish. When you're punching, press R1 to vanish in whatever direction you want to vanish in. You see? So make sure you're paying attention and stuff like that. And when he guarding like this too, you can just easily grab him. Guard Vegeta? You just easily grab him. So if you see an opponent twitching like that, grab him. That's how you know you're going against a person that's good at the game and not making it so obvious that they spamming the button, compared to someone that's actually timing things out well. You know what I'm saying? So, but that also a reason why Z counter and vanishing gonna be important, because even if your opponent attacking you in the back, you can still Z counter them. Even if your opponent is attacking you in the back and do a smash attack, you can still vanish it And if someone attacking you from the back, if you can't do the other option I just said, then you revenge counter. That's how you get out them infinite combos. It's a dang shame I'm online and I'm still seeing people getting hit by me spamming the punch melee combo on them while I'm max power. Learn how to revenge counter. Learn how to Z counter. I shouldn't be getting away with that. I should not be getting away with that, okay? There's too many options in this game for defense, and it's too many options in this game where you're safe and forgiven. If you're doing a blast, you can still take an opponent grab. If you're doing a blast, you can still revenge counter somebody if they're trying to hit you while you're blasting and stuck in the blast animation. You probably can still do a Z counter with someone trying to hit you while you're doing blasting. If you're on the ground, you can still do it. Like, it's so many free defense counter in this game that you think you shouldn't get away with, because literally there's no goddamn reason why you should be able to counter somebody while you're still holding a blast. Again, I digress. I'll talk about that in a different video. And there's no reason that you should be able to counter somebody while you land on the ground. No reason at all. But yeah, learn these tactics, bro. And I hope I explained it good enough for you to learn it, so it's easier for you to do. There's no real easier way to do a Z counter. It's just you paying attention to your opponent actual like combo strings. I guess I say listen to their punches. And if you can't listen to their punches, just spam it and just hope the game allow it. Because again, you can spam a lot in this game and the game will think you're good and actually allow you to get away with it, okay? Last but not least, if you're going someone that's spamming the goddamn revenge counter, you need to be ready for it. Just hold circle and counter it, bruh. That's how you do that animation right there. So if you, a good way to bait it out, when you go max power, because I just said people know you can use revenge counter when you go max power to get someone off you for the infinite combo. Be ready for it. The moment you hear that sound effect, you need a whole circle so you can punish them on it. You need to be ready when listening to the sound effect, bro. Hope this helped out a lot of people, which I know it did. And leave a like and subscribe. I will be posting more content of like me actually in ranked battles, not just informal content. I'm more of an entertainer than informal, but I can be both. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. Check out my video I dropped yesterday with the Kid Buu and Hit fight with my friend. It was hilarious. I did a lot of good editing stuff in it. Go check it out. I promise you're gonna be crying laughing.